Good evening there, Kelsey.
Good evening there, Robert.
It's not even the evening, it's the morning. A Friday Roundup Day.
That means it's YMBToAP Fridays.
You know it is. It is today, September 6th, 2024. It's movies and game news time.
It's time to
Ready
do
to
it.
jump into it?
I'm so ready. I'm really excited to talk about a couple of things today in games.
I'm really excited about some movie stuff this time. Like, I'm a little stoked. There's something I've been hiding from you. I didn't even write it in our notes. I just wrote surprise so that I can be happy. You won't be that happy.
Okay.
But I hope you're happy enough at my giddiness, okay?
All right,
So let's jump right into it.
let's get to it.
First of all of these movies you can buy next Tuesday, September 10th. So let's get into the first one. Disney is dropping their newest Pixar movie, Inside Out 2. Weirdly enough, only on Blu-ray.
Okay.
This is a Pixar movie. That should be 4K. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should look pretty. Do you remember how, like, Toy Story 4 was being rendered in, like, melting computers with
Yes.
the detail level and shit? Right?
Like, just had to get the
Yeah.
little plastic sheen proper.
So you would think this would be on that level.
Yeah.
But it's not unless you buy the Steelbook.
Okay, so they're pushing the Steelbook is what they're
Yeah.
doing.
The Steelbook alone has the 4K, but the
Mhm.
normal copy is only Blu-ray. That's really weird.
That is weird.
I don't like that.
I know that we've talked before about how boring and dumb it is to put characters on a white background.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of taking the artistry of this one.
Look, man. I like it,
Okay, yeah.
but I hate the white background.
The white background, it works for this design. I'm going to say it works because it's like the empty void of a mind, you know?
But I mean, I do like how everybody is like fitting into everybody else.
Yeah, it is cool.
That is pretty cool. Plus,
Like,
everyone looks really good. I like
Me
it.
too.
So you've got that. On the back, you've got like all of Riley and the different parts where they form and they mix and stuff. Very neat.
Oh, little Venn diagram. They're circles. I see
Yeah.
now. I was thinking they were all just like cut out pieces.
But then, so I told you that I thought you'd really like the belief system that's in it.
Yeah.
I think it's your beliefs. That's what this is.
Okay.
So it's like the chords that are like the strands of your beliefs and stuff. Like every one of these is a core belief that like lives inside you, kind of thing.
That's neat.
That's fucking cool. I like this movie. I did like it a lot. So pretty solid Steelbook. I'm into it. Next up for our newer releases, what do you know about that old Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1?
See, I was interested in this just because of the fact that it's two movies and they're putting out, like, what, a month apart.
Something like that, yeah.
I thought it was kind of a cool idea. I don't like that they're releasing a single one on Blu-ray before they release anything else.
So you don't think the Steelbook is a good idea then?
I don't. I think they should
Okay.
just come as a set.
I mean, you know that's gonna happen. You're gonna have these two and then the bundle one.
Right.
You know, it's gonna happen. Why? I don't think you would be excited for this.
The
A
movie.
3-hour Western? That's what you want to see?
I'm glad they split it into two.
Just this one is 3 hours.
That's a lot of movie.
So these two, I'm going to assume, will be 6 total.
Maybe 7. We don't know.
I don't know. All I know is this was a huge flop because nobody wanted to go sit in the theater. Nobody wanted to see it for 3 hours in the movie theater.
People saw Killers of the Flower Moon.
And I was gonna go, but I didn't get to go.
Yeah.
I did want to see it, and the 3 hours was not a turnoff. I just didn't make it
Yeah.
because it's like such a big sweeping thing. So it is on HBO Max. In case you guys don't want to buy it, you can watch it at home. You can stream it right now. It's available.
Alright.
You can pause it, go do whatever you want. But I think that's so cool, and why I wanted to see it in the theater is it's got these humongous like landscape shots. Like it's supposed to be so fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
If you do have like a 4K HDR TV and you have Max, I think it's worth a watch probably just to see just how pretty it is. Or if you just want more pristine, you're one of those people that don't like streaming, you can buy it pretty soon. You can buy it next Tuesday. So check it out. I do like the Steelbook as well. I think it's pretty nice.
Visually, I would call it okay.
It's boring.
Yeah.
But it is better than some. So it is okay. It's good. It passes. It's not
It's
horrible.
a solid C.
It's not quite a C, but Knuckles is a thing.
Okay.
I was like, where can I tie a C into this? But no.
There's a C right there in the middle.
So Knuckles is the TV show.
Oh.
That was on Paramount Plus. That's like, I think, like an in-between Sonic 2 and 3, the movie that's coming out.
I was thinking this was a movie for some reason.
This is like 6 episodes of TV.
All right, cool.
Put on a thing. Again, doing weird stuff. You can buy it in 4K. Of course, why wouldn't you want to? But then, let's go the opposite. Man, fuck the normal 4K. Let's do a Blu-ray only Steelbook.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make the collector's one less quality.
This is a really cool Steelbook, too. Isn't like the Iron Throne back here?
Yeah, it is cool. Look at that.
I love that. I'm mad at how good this is.
Look at this dude. Look at these guys.
Captain's hat? Oh, it's a VR system. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I do need to watch this still, actually. I would like to know what this is all about. It really weirds me out that that's Idris Elba.
I know. I can't think of him and Knuckles separately anymore. They're just combined in my head.
Yeah, it's weird. But I do want to watch this, and I do like the Steelbook. This would be the one I'd get, but I'd have to do my age-old tradition of buying the Steelbook somewhere and then buying the 4K later on, and then swap the discs. Now, I did that to GameStop one time.
Okay.
I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 when it first came out on the PS3 in the Steelbook. One of our friends and patrons of the show, Ferdin, bought Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5 on the PS4 when it came out. And so I was like, hey, can I buy that copy from you? I bought it, and I swapped the discs out, so I had the best version of the game. And then I sold that PS4 copy back to GameStop with a PS3 disc inside.
That's so funny.
And got PS4 money, so I liked it. So
all right.
Probably part of the reason GameStop's going downhill. But that's
just a little bit.
That's fine. But Knuckles is great. Check that out. Now we're doing all the boutiques.
Voice.
There's some good ones. I cannot wait for the surprise. Oh man, the surprise! You guys aren't ready. You guys probably won't care. But I care so deeply.
I'm glad that you care.
Hang on.
All right.
Okay, Shout Factory. Throwing us one. They're getting ready for spooky season, doing The Strangers in 4K.
Ooh.
Yuck. We both dislike this movie with such love.
Yes.
Love this movie.
Perfectly great movie. I hate it.
Horrifying.
Hate
it. This is one of the few movies that truly just spooks me. You know what I mean? It just gives me the spook. Ooh,
yeah.
Hate it. RLJ Entertainment coming in with a spooky one for you. Remember, I think this one was streaming for a while there. It's called Late Night with the Devil. It's that talk show one.
I want to see this. I forgot that this existed.
Yeah. It's already come out to buy, but this is a steelbook copy. And I like this one. I think this is solid. A great one.
Yeah, it's got so much panache.
Plus, how can you fucking not like? It's got a Stephen King quote about how good the movie is.
Ooh, then you know it's good.
That's phenomenal. Okay, I would buy this one. That's a good one. I like it. Now we're gonna go over to Crunchyroll. Not quite a boutique, but we are basically just in our anime corner at this point.
Yeah.
We've got Trigun Stampede.
Okay.
We double checked. So this is basically a retelling of that old anime.
Oh,
so think of this as Full Metal Brotherhood.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to watch this still because the animation looked interesting. And I do think Trigun's supposed to be so good. And I've watched half of the old one and I'm still not that into it.
Everybody loves Trigun. So
I'm watching it, man. And I'm it's good. But I know it's going to turn at some point soon. Animes do that. It's half the show is one thing, and then they're we're a fucking different show.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy good, that last half,
Yes.
I'm not at that half, I don't think yet.
Okay.
So Crunchyroll's releasing that new version like this, or you can get the limited collector's edition where you get like a newspaper about him being
Ooh.
wanted and all that kind of stuff in it.
Fun.
So this looks pretty cool. I enjoy this. I'm guessing you got your sticker there. Got some coasters. Got your discs. Very nice. I love, like, this paper has full blown everything. Article.
Yeah.
All of it. So this is like how they reimagined it. Different quotes of people asking questions, how they did it.
That's cool.
Interesting shit. Like, it's almost like a little digibook, but in like a newspaper.
Yeah. I feel like it
That's
would be so
phenomenal.
much fun to design something like this.
Oh, yeah. So, then you got these little cards, the box. It's a pretty solid release. I like this. This is good. I see everything is like coming out with like, okay, we have pins, we have these things, but like everything's got the same thing. This world, like this show, has newspapers in it. It's so brilliant to just go, yeah, here's a thing from this. Make it more unique and personalized to the thing it's about.
Yeah, I like that.
This
Little
stands
keepsake.
apart vastly. I love this. Then from Crunchyroll, yet again, I'm not going as hard, but we have to touch on it. This is the One Piece collection. Remember, the collection is when you take the voyages and you merge them together.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is collection number 34.
That's too many.
Okay, so this has season 13 voyage 4 and 5 inside. This goes from episode 819 to 842. So that's a good like 30 shows, right?
Yeah, you get 30 shows in there. I mean, that's a decent thing to have on your shelf.
If you buy this one, remember, this is 2 of those other editions bundled into one.
Yes.
This costs $39.21 less than if you bought the other 2 separately.
Oh my god, I hate that.
You always get more money off when you bundle them.
Yeah.
You buy the individuals, you always spend more, but that's exactly how much less this costs versus if you bought those 2.
That's just nuts.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, so you can get this. The one thing I don't know though is like, because this is kind of wide.
It is really wide. Are there like 3 discs in there? Like 3?
Are Voyage 4 and 5, as you would buy them individually, the same slid into this? So could I still get those exact things, but in this sleeve for $40 cheaper?
I would be so mad if that's
By
the case.
waiting? Like,
if there's any One Piece fans out there watching this and you're a collector of this type of stuff, please tell us what it looks like.
am I
We
just
have to
gonna buy
know.
one of these just to know?
No.
Just one. I'll buy one.
No.
You know?
So it starts.
Just one. I'll buy the end. No. Okay. So that's our One Piece. We're not going into stuff. You get the episode count in Voyages. This is a collection. You ain't getting it here. Now we have the surprise. This is solely for me. Like,
Okay.
this is for no one else on this
I'm
planet.
still excited for no reason.
This comes from Media Blasters, okay?
Okay.
I did double take. I did a triple take. That can't be real. That's my fucking movie being released on Blu-ray.
Okay.
I'm so stoked. You can buy, for the first time, in high definition, Hentai Common.
No.
The best movie! The best
No.
superhero movie! It is so profoundly weird in every single sense that word means. I remember somebody was just like, haha, let's like turn this on. Everyone falls asleep except for me. Riveted and glued to that fucking TV, man.
Changed.
I love this movie. It's so good. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's phenomenal. I will purchase this. Gladly. Handily. But I just need to know what the subtitles call him, because the version that I watched, he had a different name than the one that I downloaded years later.
Is his
and I
name
prefer
Hentai
that
Common?
original. So that's like his superhero name, but they call him, in my version, they called him the Panty Man. But I think in the one that I have, they call him like something different. It's like a different version of that, and I don't like it as much. So I still call him Panty Man when I see that subtitle. But it's a weird... I'm not even tell you guys about it. You go get on a list somewhere and learn about it.
Google
I'm
yourself.
not doing that here. I've already done all this.
I've
already ruined Kelsey before. I've shown her the moments.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was showing other people this because I got excited this was coming out.
I need you to be careful with who you show these things to.
And I literally clicked at this spot and found a weirder part than I was intending.
Oh my god.
And they still talk to me. So just saying. One person was convinced. I'm just saying. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So that's it for movies to buy. Don't forget, September 10th, next Tuesday, Glory can be in your hands. But if you want to go to the movies today, you want to go see one right now, I already know what you're trying to see. It's what everybody's trying to see. Everyone wants to see Beetlejuice. That's finally out today. All I have heard are two things. Every review has mentioned the word extremely fun movie. Tim Burton is back.
All right.
So it must be pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to be.
Who plays Mr. Man?
Beetlejuice?
No, that's the guy, right? Like Keaton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I blanking on this guy's name?
Willem Dafoe down here?
The head.
Oh, the small. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think
know
it's
who his voice is.
Oh, well, he doesn't say anything because his mouth is sewn shut.
Well, never mind then. Shows you how educated I am.
No, he don't say nothing. He's just Bob. Look at that sandworm, dude. I want to see this movie. I was not sold on it, but I'm becoming more sold. Like I almost thought it was going to be kind of like a lazy sequel.
Yeah.
But I'm finding out that is not the case. And plus, you got like the OGs, man.
I know, like they got everybody to come back, which is just so cool.
Yeah, and Willem Dafoe.
How could you not love it?
It's Willem Dafoe. It's perfect. I grabbed just two more. They all play on the same theme, so this is a good one. It's like a retake on the original poster. Very nice. Then they always play up the waiting room. You've waited an eternity for this movie. Of course we have. And then they do the number, but right in the middle of the number is the day it comes out. That's a pretty sly poster.
Yeah, I do like that.
I do like this one. And then a different tagline on each one. The wait is almost over.
Oh.
But see, it's not even like quotes or like a tagline of the movie.
Yeah.
It's just talking to us.
It's just telling you.
You've waited a long time for this movie. It's almost here. Like it's just getting fans hyped. That's a pretty cool way to do the posters.
I like it.
So that's it. I know you guys want to see that. Don't say it a third time. That's it for movies. That's all I got.
Okay, cool. Would you like to hear about video games?
Every time. All the time.
Love
the games.
Get into it. So let's talk about Concord.
Okay. The game that came out last week, super popular.
Yeah, so popular. All 967 people, 697 people who played it.
Yeah,
loved it so much. So on September 3rd, which was just a couple of days ago, that was on Tuesday, they decided that Concord is going to be taken out of the store. People could no longer purchase it.
That's not even a week.
That's 11 days after launch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, I thought it came out last week, but I guess it was a little bit before then.
It's, nebulous at this point. Nobody really knows or cares. So as of today, September 6th, it's going to go offline completely. Like they're taking it out. It's done, dead. Exactly 2 weeks after release. So when they take it offline, Sony and the developer Firewalk Studios they released this quote, and I don't know what it means.
Okay.
They said that they want to explore options, including those that will better reach our players. So,
are they going to go free to play?
I'm sure they will. They can't release it under any other guise. Like, it doesn't seem like any price is going to be viable for this one because it forever has that dark mark on it. Like, this is the game that failed. Well,
because I was going to say for those 600 people, are they going to get a refund?
Okay, so anyone who purchased on the PlayStation Store or on PS Direct will be refunded to their original payment methods. People who purchased in the Steam Store and the Epic Games Store will also be refunded, but not immediately. It's going to be in the coming days. So physical purchasers who like the the 3 people perhaps that bought a physical copy of Concord, they need to check with their individual retailers to figure out how to go about that. But in my opinion, if you bought a physical copy of Concord, keep it. That's a keepsake. Like I was there, you know?
That is so wild to me. Like, this is now expanding into our YMBToAP, you know, like Kelsey human, how we do shit. Like, from a capitalist point, why wouldn't you just be like, you bought it, sucks that it sucks? Like, that's kind of really nice that they're like, that we as consumers are able to actually go, this is not even worth what we paid, and then we can just get it back and walk away.
It's nice, but it's also a little bit fucked up because I feel really bad for Firewalk Studios. Like, they poured so much into this, and then it's just like, it was so bad, we want our money back right now.
So here's the thing. Is it even bad, or did it just not take off?
It just didn't get like an audience, because why would you pay $40 to play a game that looks about the same as what you would get out of Overwatch, which is free to play, or Valorant, or Apex, or any other hero shooter? Like, there's so many out there. Why would you pay money to play one? So, despite the game like going offline, there is a bit of a race happening this week. So by the time this airs, you know, Concord's gonna have been given the final death knell. But in this past week, the 5v5 rivalry mode has been just like absolutely jam-packed with all 12 people who play this game. Everyone, as soon as the game starts, they sprint to the edge of the map and they throw themselves off. And the reason behind it is that is apparently the fastest way you can earn XP in this game, which is insane to me. I don't know how that works.
So just end the game quickly, get the XP, proceed to a new game.
Yes. So it's the most efficient way to go for that like last ditch effort to hit level 100 so you can get an achievement, because everybody who has this game wants to get the platinum trophy before it goes offline forever. Because that's going to be the most rare trophy that you could possibly have. A game that was out for 2 weeks and you platinumed it, like that's going to be just a little digital piece for your mantle. So
are these people just going to like take off work? Like, dude, I can't go to work. I got to get this thing.
I have to throw myself off a cliff.
I have to take my PTO, guy. Somebody died. Bereavement, please.
Concord died. My friend Concord. So that's what people are doing this week. It's so funny. There's not a clear narrative on the go forward, though. So, like, it could come back. You could platinum it perhaps in the future whenever it finds its ground and gets success or gets a roadmap. I don't know.
Hey, Multiverses did it. The, like, WB Smash Bros thing. Like, it came out, left, came back. You know, so.
Right. If you think about the opposite end of the spectrum, we might be reminded of a Gearbox Studios situation where Battleborn came out right in the shadow of Overwatch, and Overwatch just kind of like loomed much bigger than Battleborn could, and ended up taking over. So actually on Twitter this past week, the Borderlands 4 narrative director, who's Sam Winkler, he had an experience where he worked on Battleborn, and he, of course, you know, they had to give it the old shotgun, but he told the Firewalk Studios, he's like, anybody who worked on Concord or any live service game at all, get your work captured ASAP. For a long time, I didn't have capture of my work on Battleborn, which was my first shipped content ever, and I regretted not getting it while I could. I only got it eventually thanks to a fan mod. So, like, I feel bad because, like, they only had 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
And I hope that people, because imagine your resume is like, this is your first video game industry job, and or even if you're an established person,
seasoned,
and there's this 8-year gap in your resume where people are like, what happened there? And you have to be like, well, have you heard of Concord?
And they're like, oh, that shit fest? And you're like, yeah.
So, like, I would feel terrible for these people if that's the only thing you have to say for those 8 years. It sucks. I feel bad for that. But also, you want to be able to show, like, I sculpted these models, I programmed this stuff. I want to be able to say this is what I did.
I keep staring at this guy and going like, he's cool looking.
The character design is great in this game, and I watched some footage of it. I watched people throwing themselves off a cliff, so I didn't watch a lot of footage.
Yeah.
But it looks really good. Like, it looks like a solid game. It's not janky in any way. It's smooth, and the environments are really interesting, and the guns are very cool. I feel like this game could have an audience. It isn't doing anything new or special in the age of the hero shooter oversaturation that we're experiencing right now. So if we've learned anything from Concord, it's that games aren't successful anymore unless they're free to play. I don't know, like,
or extremely original and fresh.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna make people pay for a game, make it an original experience, something that is worth buying into.
Wild.
So that's the news on Concord. I just think it's sad, and I do hope that it comes back and it gets a footing and can grow and be something, just because I like to see games succeed. I do think the age of the hero shooter might be on its way out. I mean, I say that having my whole body dipped in the tub of Deadlock right now.
Yeah.
I am deep in that game, and while it is a hero shooter, it's also a MOBA, so it's different, you know. It's taking those two genres and mashing them up into something that's like new and fun. So I wish that this one could be new and fun for its audience. I want to believe.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. But let's talk about another gaming giant that saw some troubles. We talked about this a little bit earlier in this show. What about GameStop? So GameStop is doing a weird little pivot. They announced in the last week that they're going to be converting select locations into GameStop retro locations, which I was like, what does that mean? So they're pivoting to vintage. The overhauled locations are going to have like some old consoles for purchase, of course, the old games, the discs, the cartridges, whatever, and all like the accessories, so controllers, like duck hunt guns, you know, any kind of cool accessories, DDR dance mats. They're going to be having all of those from, like, you know, 1985 to 2008. When was the PS3?
I bought mine in 2009.
Yeah.
And it came out in like 2006 though. So, yeah.
So that is what GameStop is doing. I actually, the one that is closest to us in Hot Springs, one of them. I think Hot Springs, they have converted to a retro, and we paid it a visit, and it's pretty cool. Like, they have old stuff now. So I was like, wow, fascinating. And we actually end up getting, what's the name of that game? It's like a top-down, it's Baldur's Gate, but it's old Baldur's Gate. So, like, super old. It's on Xbox, and I'm really excited to play it. It's just an interesting new direction for GameStop. I kind of hope that we see some success here, because I walked into a GameStop recently and I was like, this is just t-shirts and Funko Pops. So
all I go in there for is to go like, what Funko Pops you got? Well, I don't want any. Bye. And then
so I kind of hope this will be something more. What I don't want it to do is to take away from all the cool independent vintage video game stores that are out there making their bank, you know?
I was about to say, I went to one the other day and it was bad.
Really?
They only had like Madden and games nobody would want. Like,
that's so annoying.
Like, there's nothing there. So I was like, maybe I can go here and find something I want. Maybe I can get the Mighty Max game at GameStop Retro. They don't have it at any of these other places.
Yeah. I mean, if they're selling tested consoles and controllers and stuff, it's going to be like a new place to go to get things that you just can't find anywhere else. And I'm happy to see kind of a resurgence in the old physical media, because you and I both know that, like, some of this stuff, once it's gone, it's gone. So being able to see like a major retailer get back into it, I would love to see some success.
I want one of these. I never had one.
I know.
Never had one.
We're on the hunt for one of those right now. I think we're going to find one in Japan, probably.
Because they have a Scud video game from that comic book that I found in the garbage one time.
Oh, yeah.
There's a game for it. I would like to play that thing.
That would be cool.
So, very cool. I'm I'm gonna see if there's one by me. I would like to go to one.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this, and I hope that we see some good to come out of it, because I feel like video games are in such a weird space, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like Concord comes out and it gets 2 weeks of life before we're just like, it's so bad, we want our money
Don't
back.
even sell it.
Yeah.
Take it off the store.
Yeah. And so it makes me concerned. Like, that's why I'm saying, you know, if you have a physical copy of Concord, keep it.
Yeah.
The disc may not work anymore, but it's interesting, you know?
Do you know how many copies or how much that old ET Atari game is worth, being the worst video game of all time? Keep your bad shit.
Yeah. Keep your bad shit. That's the one lesson we can tell you.
I want to find one of these.
Yeah. So that's cool. Up next to talk about, we've got a few games that are coming out today, September 6th. Okay. So let's talk about Astrobot.
I'm so stoked for him.
I'm glad you are. So this is the, of course, PS5 exclusive game. It's the platform game developed by Team Asobi and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. They do this little robot guy for all of their consoles, and we're going to see the PS5 version of it now. So I'm interested in what they can make happen. What is your thoughts on Astrobot? Because I have no experience with him.
So actually, you're gonna, if you guys tune into our Monday show, you're gonna hear a fuck ton about it.
Excellent.
But so he's pretty new. He started on the PlayStation VR, so he's not even really that old, and he is widely taking over as the mascot, and I'm down for it. I think
that's good.
He's like a PlayStation Kirby.
Oh,
you know, I fucking love Kirby. How the game's challenging enough, but it's not about being hard. It's just about playing a game. This game is just fucking playing a game. Just, you can die, but you just instantly respawn where you died. There's no lives. You don't game over. Like, you just play. You just have fucking fun.
Don't we love
I want to have some fun.
Games are fun, guys. Let them be fun.
Like, I have so much to tell you about this game for Monday's thing. So if you guys want to hear more about that, tune into our actual podcast, Up There Above Kelsey. I can't point that high, on Monday.
All right, cool. Good to know. So moving on to the next one we have is one that I am super, super excited for. That is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. This one is coming out. I believe it's on all consoles. I did not get which consoles it's on, but I'm pretty sure it's all of them, including PC. So this one is available now, September 6th, and it is 2 games. So you get Ace Attorney Investigations, and then the second one, which is called Prosecutor's Gambit. And the most important thing to know about the second one is that this is the first release of it here in America. It has never been translated to English before. So this is the official version. There is a fan translation that was really fun, and I played it a couple of times, and I feel like it's pretty smooth. But what's weird to me is that, like, so Ace Attorney names are always like punny, and you know they're like, everyone has a theme. Like in the Japanese version that they the fan translation, this woman's name is Justice, or Courtney Justice, because her court, you know, she's got a court mallet. She's and I don't know what the names are going to be in the Americanized version. So I kind of I don't know if they're different. I hope that they are. It's going to be weird. But I'm just looking forward to seeing it. This is one of like the best games. Like it, and the music in it, so good. I'm just really stoked for it. Of course, they have the updated sprites, so everything's going to be, you know, updated for the new consoles. It'll all look smooth and clean and wonderful. Yeah. It's going up from like a major glow up from the DS graphics to current day graphics. So I'm just very excited for these. I'm going to be playing them all day tomorrow and probably through the weekend. So all right, that's the last video game coming out that I want to talk about, but I do have one more thing that I want to tell you about, because it is something that is so near and dear to my heart, and that is something I have waited so deeply and longly for, and it is Dredge merch, baby. It's here. I lost my mind the other day when they just like posted casually, and they were just like, we made a store, and I screamed and immediately purchased as much as I could get my hands on. I wanted to buy everything in the store. I wanted it all so bad. I did buy myself one of these hoodies. It is $50. So if you want
That's
to get
not
your hands,
bad.
it is not bad. If you want your hands on a Dredge hoodie, I would recommend doing it because it just looks.
Dude, I can't find hoodies for under like $80 for 50.
I
You
know.
kidding me?
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
I was impressed, and I was like, yes, please, at the cart. So
Okay.
get yourself a Dredge hoodie. I'm
Soft
so
and silky kind
so
of.
stoked for this. I would be wearing
Okay.
it right now if it wasn't not delivered to me yet. So
Yeah.
they've also come out with what do we have next on here? I think it's the patches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So they have. I wanted these so bad, but I
cheap
couldn't.
too, honestly.
I couldn't justify buying all 6 for myself at $10 a patch. They're
Why
a good
not?
price, but like, I will eventually get them because I want them. These belong to me in my heart. I just think the art is so goddamn cool. Like they did custom little things that just match the vibe of each one of the biomes, and it's just so pretty. Just want to be a part of it and want to own all of it. But a cool thing about these actually is that they have also sticker packs. So you get a sticker and it has it has this badge on it, and it also has a bunch of different fish from that location. So I did get a sticker pack from each of the locations because those are only $5 a piece, and I was like, I can justify $5.
Okay.
So got a hoodie, got the stickers. That's all I have coming to me right now. But I'm going to show you everything else that I want in this. Oh, you know what? We didn't get a picture, and I forgot to purchase. I have to go.
Uh-oh.
I have to go back and purchase immediately. There's a poster in here that is like it's at the Marrows. It's kind of like the patch down there in the bottom left, but where the wave is, it's like the Great Wave, the Japanese poster, and
Gotcha. Yeah.
the boat is going up on it too, and you can like see the fish underneath, and it's so fucking cool. I need that for my collection. So that's that. And then so the next piece that we have to show is beach towels. I'm really into these. So I just grabbed the graphic of. We showed this the other week when we were talking about Dredge when the Iron Rig came out, because this is the poster, not poster. What do you call it? Desktop background. Desktop background that I got when I bought the collector's edition. So they have each of these designs available, plus this new Pale Reach design in bath towels. And I want them. I want them so bad. They're so pretty. They just look perfect. I also just love the fact that they did towels. Like, take this thing to the beach with you, you know? It's wonderful. And they're just I love the artistry of these designs so much. It doesn't really fit the vibe of Dredge the game, but it fits the vibe of each of the biomes, like if you were to go on vacation there. And I think that's such a fun idea.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And then the last piece of the store items that I wanted to tell you guys about is actually not a part of the official Dredge store, but it's a part of the, what is it called? Fan Gamer site?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we have it on our next page.
Yep.
Yes, Fan Gamer. This is a desk mat, and I'm obsessed. It's not actually for sale yet, but I will be having it the second it is. It's just like a detailed map, all drawn and beautiful, of all the different locations, excluding Pale Reach because that was the DLC. But it's the 5 main biomes, and I just think it's so pretty. I love maps so much, and I love this game so much. To see it translated over like this, and that, oh my gosh, it even has like the thing. The
little dudes.
No, the little like fire shooting out of the water in the location where it happened. It's so cool. Like, the attention to detail is just immaculate. It's so pretty. I'm stoked about this thing.
Shitheads.
I know. I hate those little monsters, but I love how they've drawn each and every one of them so lovingly.
Very cool.
I love Dredge.
I love how they did like this, like little beams of light coming off. That's really cool.
It's gorgeous. And I do have my Dredge Collector's Edition coming. It's not going to come until November, so we've still got some time. But I can't wait to do an opening of that with y'all, because it's going to be a good time. I'm probably going to cry. That's all I have to talk to you about today for video games.
All right. That is it. That is all the movies and game news that we got. Hopefully, you guys found some stuff that you can go out there and buy. Go to the movie theater or stuff you're gonna go to a website, get a hoodie, maybe pre-order a playmat. Who knows?
Yes.
Um, I just know that the rest of the year is gonna be packed with stuff. It's gonna get wild.
We're
I've already
ramping up for
seen.
holiday season.
I've seen some movies coming up for pre-order and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff happening coming up soon.
Excellent.
So it's gonna get wild around here. And with that, that's all we have for you this week. Catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Laters.